Tyson Fury versus fucking Alexander Usyk. Come on, this fight is not come on, the fight is not that interesting. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about, bro? This is boxing. This is boxing. This is not MMA. Give a fuck. Give a fuck. At the end of the day, both fighters lost their last fight. Let's be real. Obviously, Tyson Fury's last fight was the one that was convincingly that it was close, and a lot of people thought Francis Ngannou won the fight, and it was debatable, and a lot of people was dick riding after the fight because Francis Ngannou had made history, no boxing experience. They were claiming he has no skills. He dropped one of the best heavyweights in the third round. Early in the fight. Imagine what the fuck did that do to Tyson Fury's fucking reputation / ego right after he got dropped. He knew he could not fight that carelessly. He threw everything out. Back to Usyk. Usyk lost his last fight. Let's be real. The internet has proven it multiple times that it was not a low blow. It was not a low blow. It was a great body shot. A TKO body shot. Guess what? The most disrespected people in the world are black ones. This the type of shit that makes me angry, bro. The man appealed for the fucking fight to be a fucking a no contest. But the sport is fucking 150 years old, and it is great. Like, it was growing bigger, and now it is growing less and less. But the sport is not fucking still not changing because they wanted to put this fight on. Why did you not fucking turn that fight around and saying that was a no contest? Cause the referee and the sport of boxing and whoever thought that was a low blow after multiple evidence, and after the man appealed that the fucking body shot was not a low blow, the referee stepped in to save the guy that was supposed to win that night. How the fuck do you do that? Bro? That's some bullshit, bro. Just like the Francis Ngannou fight. Tyson Fury, straight in the fucking referee's face, he throws a illegal fucking elbow straight into the African Francis Ngannou's face. And guess what? The referee doesn't do nothing. The referee doesn't stop the fight. The referee doesn't fucking do nothing. The fucking corrupt refs of fucking boxing. They like, it's the charges. Like, it's almost like it's just like MMA is adopting everything boxing does just in order to be big. Boxing is one of the oldest sports in combat sports history, I think. And that's my opinion, right? And with the scroll growing older, it is not changing. The corruption is still fucking there. The corruption and the agenda is still the fucking same. Once we have a superstar, we make him we fucking run him undefeated as much as possible. That's how they fucking run the sport. That is how they fucking run this shit. When fucking Alexander Usyk went down with that body shot, the referee knew he had to step in. He had to step in and save Alexander Usyk, because the boxing world, right? The boxing world fucking won Tyson Fury versus Alexander Usyk. And when Tyson Fury was fighting Usyk, the boxing community was bashing that The boxing community was bashing that right? That's what they were doing, bro. That's what they were doing. They fucking disrespect the man when it suits them. Right? When Tyson Fury has a scandal of cheating when he fought Deontay Wilder, nobody gives a shit, bro. He fucking fought Deontay Wilder. And guess what? I'm gonna say it again. The most disrespected people in the world are black ones. The most disrespected people in the world are black ones. These motherfuckers don't rap. These motherfuckers don't respect people of color in boxing. The MMA community, I think the MMA does a little bit of a better job. But as we saw, the white man, Dana White, denied denied the people who were excited for that fight the opportunity. He didn't want to pay Jon Jones, number one. I think that's the first factor of not France. I think that's the first fucking factor of not seeing Francis Ngannou versus Jon Jones in the UFC, right? The white boss didn't want to pay. Jon Jones, because Jon Jones was under contract. He had a lightweight contract signed, and the white boss wanted him to fucking fight under those rules, under those contract conditions. When you fight one of the most dangerous African man, when you fucking one of the most dangerous black man in America, in the heavyweight division, period. We saw with Tyson Fury, he's dangerous. He's one of the dangerous men. You thought he was not skilled. Guess what? He is skilled enough to knock any heavyweight out. Jon Jones was going to go to sleep, but we're not on that. That's the first factor, right? The second factor, two black people fighting each other. Knowing the system of American, knowing the systems of America, and how fucking America is segregated, and how America is full of recessives that think that they belong there. But we're not on that, right? When America is a hotel, go watch that interview. Go watch that fucking interview. Go watch that interview. Don't fucking argue with me in the comments. Don't you dare fucking argue with me in the comments. America was made a hotel. It is not your home. You got two black people fighting in one of the biggest organizations in fucking MMA history, right? The prize were big, but they didn't last long. Back to the fight. What had happened was that was the second factor. Two black people fighting each other, and the UFC and Dana White wanted to make as much money as they can at the lowest risk. At the fucking lowest risk. You pay Francis Ngannou. You pay Francis Ngannou what is on the. You pay Francis Ngannou a little bit more what is on the contract, and you pay Jon Jones what he gets fighting at light heavyweight. That's them wanting to make as much money as possible at the lowest risk. Paying both fighters peanuts for a fight that could be one of the biggest fights in MMA history. But we didn't get it. That's the second factor, right? Race. I'm just gonna put it blunt. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a damn what you think. I don't give a fuck what you think. That's the second factor. The second factor is race. The third factor, it was the contract. It was the fucking contract with Francis Ngannou. That's the fucking last on the list. That is fucking last on the list. Why? Because Francis Ngannou, one interview that I remember, he stated that they were going to give him the Jones fight in order for him to sign with the UFC and fucking get a boxing match against Tyson Fury, right? He was supposed to be still locked in the UFC with the Tyson Fury fight not guaranteed, but they promised him verbally. Go look up the interview. If you got this far. Go look up the interview and see if I'm talking out my ass. Cause you're the one who's not thinking straight. You're the one who's not thinking straight. You thinking crazy. You thinking I'm capping. You thinking I'm not speaking facts. That's what Francis Ngannou said in that interview. How much of that is fucking true, we don't know. You know, both that, like, there's Francis Ngannou, there's the UFC, there's Francis Ngannou's side, and there's the UFC, and then there's the truth. But the man went publicly, he exposed the UFC contract. Now we know how UFC contracts are structured. Number one, extensions. But luckily, the extensions, how I understand that whole concept of fucking extension is, let's say you sign 3 fights, right? There's a sunset clause, and the sunset clause ends after 5 years, and you're looking to fucking knock 3 fights out within 4 years or 3 years, and then the UFC offers you fights. Maybe you injured or you can't fight because of medical issues. They can extend you. That means you owe them maybe 2 more fights or 1 more fight. That's how I understood it when he said it in the Joe Rogan podcast. And then you got the pay-per-view, right? To be honest, I didn't understand what Francis was conveying with that message, but I saw some other guy talking about it. He was like, Francis Ngannou was getting $1.20, if that's what he said in the Joe Rogan podcast. He was getting $1. He was getting $1 fucking 20 cents per pay-per-view when the pay-per-view goes $80. You see, the most disrespected people in the world are black ones. You know, another thing, let's touch on. I got a relevant question. I don't know why people don't ask Dana this. I don't know why the reporters don't ask, but we know when you ask Dana White relevant questions, he beats around the bush. He doesn't give you a straight answer. Sometimes, don't you wonder how Conor McGregor's contract is structured? Cause after seeing that Francis Ngannou interview with Joe Rogan, I was like, I wonder how Conor McGregor's contract is drafted, and how does he get the splits of the pay-per-view? Does he get $1.20 per pay-per-view? I don't know. This is the whole thing episode. We mix these things up and we fucking spit facts at the highest level. Guess what? This is MMA 11. Remember, take care of your body. It's the only place that you fucking live in. Guess what, man? I'm out. Talk your shit. Like, subscribe. You like what I just said? Let's be real. Thank you for watching. If you got this far, I'm out.